This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Now back to the story from a few minutes ago.
You're inside the best of the Morning X.
Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy.
99X.
What do you guys think of this? Don't lunge at your intended without some sort of warning.
Absolutely. Very true.
Liz says, this guy thought he was being romantic or something by grabbing me and sticking his tongue down my throat.
Ew.
The minute he came over to my apartment to pick me up, we hadn't even started talking. I was completely unprepared. He was lucky I didn't bite his tongue off.
We're still talking about the first date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be real uncomfortable. Yeah.
Well, now you bring something else up, and this is the final point about the move. When? Because when is the absolute latest? What date number is the very latest to wait for a kiss? In other words, at what point is it just,
Can't be much beyond the third.
Yeah.
Ladies?
Yeah, let's get Kathy.
I'd start wondering. I would too.
Now that's interesting. You know what they say right here?
What?
Don't wait any longer than the third date.
Yeah.
Most likely.
One, you get the bye. You get a bye on one.
Bye.
Could you explain
Yeah.
that to
And
us,
don't do
Lawrence?
the hug.
You'll get the he's a gentleman.
Yeah, you can get the gentleman thing if you go for the old handshake at the
No,
end.
that's
No, I'll tell you what I really like. I
It
like
is dumb.
handshake is
people
dumb.
People have done that.
I like the quick kiss on the cheek.
Kiss
Yeah.
on the cheek.
That really
that is
works.
very effective.
You have to leave them wanting more on the first date, but the second date you got to give them something.
That's a very good way to put it. Leave them wanting more.
On the first date,
Yeah.
second date, if they come back, they want something.
Well, most likely, if you wait longer than the third date, according to Jessica, you'll be written off as a guy who just wants to be friends. Whether or not it's true, that's what you'll be written off as.
That's what all guys
The
just want.
third date is the absolute limit, and that's definitely pushing it. At the very least, the second date has to conclude with a nice kiss on the cheek or something to that effect. If no kissing occurs after 3 dates, you consider the possibility that he A, just wants to be friends, B, has serious psychological problems concerning social interaction, or 3, he's gay.
True.
Which, hey, in Atlanta, you never know.
I'll tell you what, I mean,
Or you think there's something wrong with you.
what?
Or you think there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, don't
They're
you
not
hate that?
interested in you.
How late do you wait, Jimmy? How late do you wait?
Well, let me tell you something. The last girl who I was serious with, Lisa, remember her?
No.
You remember Lisa. You don't remember anybody.
Well,
We went out for
You're
like
out of the
7
loop,
months.
Barnes.
provide me a catalog and I'll try and keep up.
We went out
You
for
guys
7
don't
months. She met Barnes probably a dozen times, and each time he didn't remember her.
The dentist?
Who?
No.
The dentist?
I remember them by their jobs.
That was Nancy. We went out like 2 years ago.
Barnes, do you remember your last girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm engaged to her.
No.
Jimmy, seriously, what did she do? I
don't
remember
wanna
them by
get it.
occupation.
Barnes.
I get into it.
Lisa.
Well, anyway, go ahead.
Okay,
Doesn't
whatever.
matter. I could have married this girl.
Okay.
So anyway, I don't think I kissed her until we had gone out probably 5 or 6 times, because I just
5 or 6?
Yeah, it just didn't feel right.
That's
we were
happened
like
with me before.
it just for whatever reason.
What kind of dates were you going on?
Yeah, what were you doing?
We were going to on nice day. We were going to dinner. We were going to plays. We were going to concerts.
Those are all the best ones.
Well, gosh, I would have kissed you before then.
Huh?
Yeah, really.
What's that?
Those are all the best to
I
ease
would have
in.
kissed you before then.
Tell me what
it just
was
didn't
it?
because it just didn't for whatever reason. We were just both
Enjoying each other's company.
Enjoying each other's company.
There's nothing wrong
and
with
didn't
that.
feel like
Well, Jimmy,
we needed to.
you
yeah,
could even
whatever.
lean into it.
It didn't feel right.
At the theater, at the
I didn't want to
dinner.
ruin anything. I didn't want to take the
How
chance
long
of
did you
ruining
date
anything.
her altogether?
We ended up going out for about 6 or 7 months.
Did she ever question why it took you?
Nope. She was very appreciative. That because
Appreciative.
most guys, ladies, tell me if you agree with this. Most guys force it too fast.
That is true. Yeah.
Okay.
What's too
So-
fast? One date, first date, is that too fast? If you're
Depends
into
on
it.
what you want.
Yeah,
Well-
if you're into it.
Okay, let me ask you girls this. Which is worse? A guy who kisses you one date too soon or a guy who waits one date too long?
Worse is one date too long.
Worse than a guy who does it too soon?
Yeah, because they can choose to, deflect it or not.
Well, let's ask everybody on the panel.
I would get it over with.
What?
You'd rather have a guy kiss
Go ahead
you...
and get the kiss, and that way, if you don't like it, then you won't invest more time.
Pressure's off.
Yeah.
There's definitely a major pressure for that first kiss.
Yeah,
And you don't have the pressure. You just have to wait for it.
Well, not necessarily.
I would rather a girl think maybe I'm just a little too
You waited 6
playing
days.
it too safe.
You know what, Jimmy? I'm with you on this one because
I would rather play it too safe than take the chance that she's going to think I'm just like every other guy who's,
Well,
just...
then you look like a guy that doesn't have enough confidence in himself.
Well, how much time
And
was
that's
6
less
days?
Well, but then eventually you redeem yourself.
So you took 6 dates. What was the time frame? How many weeks?
I don't know, a few weeks.
But I mean, they
3
were
weeks.
they were having a great time.
There was no
enjoying
question
each
we
other's
liked
company.
each other. We were having a great time with each other. We had nothing but fun. We absolutely knew we were totally falling for each other.
Establishing a friendship.
We were
Since you waited that
establishing-
long, did you get all you could eat at that time?
What?
Nothing.
I don't even get that. I don't think I want. I don't
That's
think I
part
want
of
to.
Barnes
I
Onyx.
think I want to.
I'm saying
But-
since you waited 2 weeks, did you just throw it all into one plate?
And it turned out that was probably the best relationship I've ever had.
Panel
too.
understands.
So
Wow.
yeah, so
I agree with you. I have been
I
in
think
those
I agree, too.
situations.
I just don't
I've
think
been
you
in those
could-
situations and they were very fulfilling.
But I
Yeah.
also think that you're going to know, but the person that you're with.
I mean, look,
when
girls-
It's
Jimmy, there are people at my
Okay, girls.
grandparents' old folks' home that make moves quicker than 7 days.
No, that's very true. But girls, let me ask you, girls,
7.
ladies.
It was 6 before. Now you've
Okay.
upped it to
He
7.
said 6 or 7.
Okay, ladies.
Yes.
Question. You go out with a guy, all right, and you are having just a great time with this guy. I mean, every time you go out, you're having fun, you're doing fun stuff, you're laughing a lot together,
Everything's right.
Everything's clicking, okay? Are you going to really then fault him because he maybe waits one date too late? Is that
Yeah,
really?
no.
I mean, if you're having a great time, isn't that what's important?
Jimmy, 6
Yeah,
is
in
5
that
dates too
situation,
late.
no.
What's that?
I wouldn't fault him.
Okay, so that's all
But
I'm
you'd
saying.
be showing it in other ways,
Right.
know, besides the kissing, which
Yeah.
is just as important.
But
Well,
you need
you just-
some physical action
Exactly.
going on. You need touch. You need something going. And if you get the touch going,
Yeah,
then you're
but
going to
you
lead to
can-
the kiss if you're into him.
But you can
Yeah.
always tell it's gonna happen. It's just a matter. It's not always. It's like I don't like the
I love the
pre-prescribed.
anticipation.
I don't like the prescribed. You
Yeah.
know.
I like how Jimmy's coming off like
Cookie
such a
cutter.
schoolboy here. That's what I like.
Well, no, I'm saying. What are you talking about?
I'm just playing with you.
I mean, I'm saying that I don't think you can do any wrong by waiting, and you stand a good chance of blowing it by jumping in too soon.
Jimmy, how would you feel if she had leaned in and kissed you?
Now, how would you react?
I would have been fine.
You would have maced her.
I would have maced her.
You wouldn't think it was too soon if she did it?
No, because it's different when the girl kisses the guy.
Would you rather be the initiator?
Guys welcome that because if the guy's there on the date, he wants to be kissed by her.
Yeah, I mean,
That's true.
If the guy's
no,
there,
Yeah, that's a great point.
I think the point you're making, if I'm not mistaken, is that usually it's the girl. Usually the girl needs to wait longer than the guy.
right. The guy's all for it if he's there. If he's
Right.
on that date, he's for it.
A guy will always take a kiss.
If he's there on the date.
Yeah, if he's on the date, he
If he
wants
has agreed
kiss
to
you.
be alone with you somewhere.
Yeah, he wouldn't ask you out if he didn't want to kiss
Absolutely.
you.
Hey, panel, thank you very much.
Sure.
Kathy, Linda, Gina, Julie, you've been wonderful. Hold on, we're going to get you a departing lovely Morning X gift.
If you ever kiss a girl and not know whether to use your tongue? Closed mouth kisses are nice, but all things being equal, I'd rather ram my tongue in there. Unless, of course, I'm kissing my Aunt Agnes, the one with the mole. Giving her a mere peck on the cheek is an act of heroism.
You're on the best of the Morning X. If you keep listening, it might make sense. 99X.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen here. Join me and my compadre, Chris Brockman, every Monday on the Overreaction Monday podcast.
I'm also saying the record's going to go down.
I'm saying the record's going down anyway. The guy.
I don't think you're off on this at all. Like, you're spot on here. I don't think this is an overreaction because we have no idea what we're reacting to.
Come react or overreact with us.
Overreaction Monday. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
It's game over. Over, man.